All right, Coach. Well, autumn starting to give way to the first hints of winter as we are at a chilly MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. A few moments ago, the crowd here was on their feet as their beloved Jets made their way out of the tunnel. They're ready to go. We're ready to go, and it should be a good one as those New York Jets get set to face off with the Denver Broncos. Oh, refusing to go down. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here. Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
I know every time we watch Le'Veon Bell play, we think about him making people miss the hesitation move. But you remember, he came out of Michigan State as a bruiser and a thumper, and he still has those capabilities.
At 225 pounds, an underrated part of his game. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback. And no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
This is Bell. Just bowling over tacklers. Fights off another.
I think the second tackler would have learned from the first.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Le'Veon Bell, 66 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. You talk about explosion plays. Here's one pretty much right out of the gate.
And now they get to ride a wave of emotion, momentum, everything. Just as you described, right out of the gate. Big sprint, touchdown. They're excited. But on the other side, they've got to guard against a major letdown because they hit them right in the gut with that one. And now you start to question yourself a little bit when you give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. Lock and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, a run with Lindsay. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack by Todd Davis. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. And he breaks through another tackle. 8 yards here, so that gets him back within striking distance. And now it's 3rd down. Now a draw play. This is Bell. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating him up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
Bell, broken tackle, and an alley to run. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 7-0 on EA Sports. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on third down. They'll try and run for it with Bell. Powers through again. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. That good for 19 and a first down. Now after the run by Bell, here's another 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. Now a first down carry by Bell. Refusing to go down. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. They'll try the right side with Bell. Bell sheds him off. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Le'Veon Bell with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Jets will extend their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. And he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On 1st and 10, here's Locke. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for. And it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Locke will try again on 2nd down. He'll find Lindsey here. Accelerating, and off he goes. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 63 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Now Locke again. And that's going to be incomplete. Jeff Hireman, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd and goal. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? As an inside linebacker, got to be a little bit more poised.
No doubt about it, because they get a little bit of flexibility, especially when they're trying to stuff a gap. We get that double A gap look. This time he got too eager and got too deep into the backfield.
Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll look to run with Freeman. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away as they are now on the board here in the first half. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up, never even got to it.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. New York set to take the field. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down. On first down, Bell. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. So we've hit halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the home team, the Jets, leading this one. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a third and about 4 more for a first.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing, but with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
And we're into the second half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. 12 yards on the return that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Again, it's Bell. Pushing tacklers aside. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he will have a man, Demaryius Thomas. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 46. Darnold completes it, and he's taken down inside the 30. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Chris Herndon, 29 yards. And the Jets will extend their lead. They'll try and run it in with Bell. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. Here's Sam Ficken now for the Jet field goal.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Now it's Lindsey. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 26. Finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter play. Looking to throw on second down. Locke. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Now Locke on the bootleg. And it'll be intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And a short return to the 6-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy.
Le'Veon Bell, it's a foot race. He's at the 50. Brushing off defenders. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Le'Veon Bell, 94 yards. And the Jets will extend their lead. Go ahead and give him the hat trick. They flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst.
Now a hit and a loose football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's going to be caught. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. They had the lead in the fourth, but still passing. Finding the big target for the touchdown. Now that lead grows even more.
Everybody gets to join in the fun. You know, it doesn't have to just be the wide receivers catching touchdown passes. The tight end doesn't just have to do just the dirty work inside. He gets a chance to get into the end zone as well.
Now Edwards to kick as he sends it away.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Locke and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Deshaun Hamilton, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Locke. Got a man. That's complete to Hamilton. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. The Broncos on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Throwing now is Locke, and that is incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
This is taken at about the 14. A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Looking deep for Demar. And this is caught inside the 5. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Demaryius Thomas, 56 yards as his guys continue to pour it on. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
Yeah, they are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Lock gonna throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The linebacker C.J. Mosley there in coverage. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. To throw it is Locke, and he fires one that's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick, and he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long, got to push it downfield to try and pick up the 1st down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. He'll rifle this one deep right side, and that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. Looking again for Thomas, this time complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one looks like he'll throw here. Going deep now for... That's caught inside the 20. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start...
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards. They've got this big lead. They said, forget 1, we want 2. Instead, they got 0.
Unbelievable they didn't even attempt it from the 15-yard line. What are they thinking? I do know this. When you fake one in this situation with that type of a lead, especially from the 15-yard line, oh, boy. I tell you what, meeting them again somewhere down the line, they'll remember this. Yeah, they'll think that they were trying to clown them a little bit.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. This is the tight end Fant. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Jets as we say so long from MetLife Stadium.